December 31st, 2020 wasn't the best day for the world of video games, because this was the day that Adobe Flash was officially discontinued, and with its discontinuation, thousands of Flash games went to the Shadow Realm, and between all of these games was a game that I truly miss to this day, and that game is Cactus McCoy. McCoy is a treasure hunter, and one day, Hicks Hatfield asks him to retrieve a treasure known as the Thorns Emerald. He gives McCoy the map to the treasure and a bag full of money. Then, McCoy starts searching and finds the emerald in a cave on a cactus shrine. Later that night, the emerald curses McCoy, and he becomes a living cactus man. Then, he is greeted with Papoka, who was also cursed by the emerald. He tells McCoy to bring the emerald to its real home, or the curse will continue and he becomes a lifeless stone. Meanwhile, Hatfield catches the news and sets a bounty on McCoy's head. After the cutscenes, the game begins, and even though there's only 12 levels, there's so much to explore and a lot of content, with each level having multiple challenges that can range from easy to extremely hard, multiple collectibles that can be found when opening secret chests that are hidden all over the map, and a gang rush at the end of every level. This game also features a wide range of enemies, weapons, and maps. You can also upgrade your stats and juggle your enemies infinitely to make them drop their weapons. Each level also has its own unique environment, which is impressive for a game made in 2011, and it will definitely take you days to fully beat the game, with all of the badges and challenges. There are also unique mechanics in most levels, such as level 4 and chickens that make you fall slower, level 5 and scorpions that follow the enemies and attack them, level 7 and the annoying crushers, level 8 and super annoying flamethrowers, and level 10 with falling bombs. And after all of these, we have the Hicks Hatfield boss fight on level 12, which is not a challenging battle because you'll know all of his attack patterns eventually, but after defeating him, he falls down to a pit, and McCoy puts the emerald back at its place at the perfect time and breaks the curse. And this marks the end. But wait, there's more. Just a few months later, Flipline Studios made Cactus McCoy 2 and the Ruins of Calavera. So first off, the story. We see McCoy going for another treasure hunting journey and sees a mysterious woman, and after that, she saves McCoy's life and introduces herself as Ella Windstorm. Then she breaks the treasure and finds a map inside, which leads to the ancient city of Calavera. Then she tells a story about her being the last of Vlades, a race that flourished in Calavera, whose leader had the Serpent Blade, which is a super powerful weapon, and a dark cult who wanted the blade for themselves started to rise. And before Calavera went down, the blade was sealed in a vault by the leader, and only one of his descendants can open the vault. So they make a deal, and then Milana Meyer and her crew show up. They steal the map and kidnap Ella. Then McCoy gets knocked out and wakes up in a desert. After he wakes up, we are again visited by Papoka. He tells us that we need to return the favor and save Ella's life. And then the action begins. The sequel also has 12 levels, but it has a lot more content. It has more enemies, weapons, mechanics, and the maps are a lot bigger. There are also zip lines, rocket barrels, mine lifts, homing rocket barrels, spears that you can climb on, 15 new weapons, and a lot more. The gameplay is still the same, but with new gang rushes, boss battles, and finally the ending part, which is the Milana Meyer boss fight, in which she uses the full force of the Serpent Blade and has 2 phases. She also betrays her crew and gets rid of them. But at the end, Milana is defeated, the blade is broken, and her crew join McCoy and Ella. And this marks the actual end. Tony and Matt, or the creators of Flipline Studios, said that they have plans for the series, but it has not fit in their schedule yet. So until then, we just have to keep McCoy and his memories in our heart.